everyone. Thank you for joining in. I am using a very old Sakura, I'm calling it the Sakura mold from Etsy that I purchased quite a long time ago. And I'm on this kick of putting a color on the edge to eliminate having to do a back coat. So today I'm using Let's Resin. It's called the Let's Resin Epoxy Pigment. And I'm putting in sapphire blue in this one. I'm going to mix it up. I think I've done two now so far. One was a very dark purple and then a light pink, although in the photo it turned out peachy. I'm mixing up my resin, which is the Let's Resin regular 1-to-1. I am now going to pour a layer into this mold, keeping aside some for my bloom. Yes, it's a 3D bloom. But I am going to try this wonderful way that Heidi in my Facebook group, well, not mine, but the Facebook group that I belong to, where she did something, and you'll see it shortly. So I'm just going to pour that in there, putting aside some for my white, and let me think. So I'm going to do 30 grams just to be safe. I'm going to set aside that. Okay, so let me, fill the rest of it, but I'm going to peek in the center to make sure, peek on the side to make sure I have enough, or I'm not going to overflow or have enough space to draw my bloom. So I did pour a little bit more than normal. Now, I have mixed up some glitter. I am trying to get rid of some of my glitter because there's so much. I've collected so much glitter, and it's really difficult to use in the center of my pieces because it just goes everywhere. So what I did is I poured a little bit of the glitter mix with a little bit of glass chips. I'm just going to put this more in the center here. And I'm going to place this as best I can in my center. And what I did is I sort of made like a paste of the glitter mix so that it's, doesn't hopefully not spread too much. Although, it kind of adds a little texture when there's little pieces that straggle. But I really do want to try to not have it straggle. So let me just put in a little bit more here. Oops, I didn't mean to put that much, but oh well. There she goes. All right, so let me just fuss around a little bit. Wow, that's a lot, but okay, let's hope it plays nice. I am letting my resin sit to 35 degrees Celsius. It's a little cooler today, so hopefully that'll work as far as temperature goes. So let me just push this down, pull it in, maybe not make too much of a, definitive circle, but we shall see. Okay. I see little flecks here. Okay, push this up a bit more. Okay, now I'm going to take my blue that I mixed in here. Oh, actually, you know what? I wanted to try it with pouring this on the edge first and then the clear, but I forgot, so oh well. So now I'm going to pour in the edge very carefully, and Oh, it's still a little light. I was hoping for a little darker blue. But sometimes you just have to go with the flow. So this is, I can't remember where I saw this now. Hopefully I said it in my earlier videos, but I kind of like this idea because a lot of times 3D blooms look really good with a backing. But then I'm so impatient, you know, after I do the bloom, I don't want to wait and then have to put a top coat and then do a reveal because I'm dying to see what, you know, my blooms, how my blooms have turned out. So this is an an alternative. God, that was hard to say. So I'm just gonna, and I guess maybe I can justify this artistically, that maybe if this doesn't go, you know, to the edge of the mold here, like I'm trying to get it, because usually it will if you put this first and then you pour your clear. So we shall see. And I also kind of want to experiment what it would look like doing this. And then to see my bloom, to see, you know, what turns out on the, oh, sugar, what turns out on the bloom. This is what happens when I talk. But I know it kind of sometimes bores some people when there's silence. So, okay, now what I'm going to do is oh boy, I'm just going to do fuchsia. I was going to do 2 colors, but I don't know. And I'm not going to do it around. I'm just going to do it on the outside of this. Of the center mix, I mean. I call it center mix because sometimes it could be glitter, sometimes it could be crushed glass, you know? So, I do have room for another color, don't I? Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to be good. So I've got 30 grams in there. So I'm going to put 3 drops of the Bloom pigment paste from Pouring Your Heart Out. You can get it on Amazon. 1, 2, oops, 3. Okay, that went a little bit much, but didn't mean to put that much, but that's okay. And then today I'm going to put some Interference Oyster Satin mica powder. So let me get a nice stick to stir with, and I'm going to take a good amount. The last few times I've tried, I haven't put quite a bit. So let me just put just a teeny weeny. Ooh, shall I? Oh, I don't know. Okay, I think I'll stop there. I won't put as much. So I'm going to stir it away in case the powder just goes all over the place. I have my piping bag ready. So Heidi on our Facebook group did a pour, a 3D bloom, and she did spirals, and that was it. So I want to see if I can do something similar, or what I can get doing something similar. So I'm going to mix my, now I don't see much of the mica powder, so you know, I'm going to add a teensy bit more, just to be brave. Or silly, who knows. Okay, so I hope I'm entertaining you guys enough and doing stuff that you like to see. I know I've been on a 3D bloom binge, only because some of the flower techniques that I've recently signed up for, I'm not allowed to show the process. So, and I do like 3D blooms. And I love it when I do one and I get a comment from my relatives back home, and they say, oh, it looks like a 3D effect. And I say, yes, that is exactly what I was going for. Okay, I probably have way too much resin. Yeah, I kind of do, but that's all right. So let's see. I'm going to, excuse the crunching sound coming up. I'm going to twirl this. I almost want to pour a little bit more blue, but I'm going to resist. So now I'm going to cut a little snippet there. Get a paper towel ready. Whoops, because it's dripping. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay. Whoa, big one. Now I slow down because I want to try to get as even of a stream of the white. I don't know if you saw one of the videos previously. I did very delicate lines and it gave a cool effect, and the bloom didn't spread or open up too much. So we shall, so anyway, so I forgot what I was going to say. So it's basically, I think I found, you know, the width of your stream from your piping bag or your stick that you're using does determine what sort of, and I'm going to go up and follow the shape of this mold. Oopsie, a little touchy there. So the width of your stream does determine what sort of bloom you get. So I'm just being very, 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 very careful. I know I'm not it's not all completely even Stevens. So what I do is I squeeze a little harder, and I'm going to come back, follow that, stop there. So I'm going to make it even though I have more room. You know, I'd have room to put one there. I may, because I'm just such a glutton for petals. Oh, and then what I was going to say is that I'm kind of anxious to see how this bloom, you know, will turn out, because I've got that blue background. So I am going to do 3. So Heidi, I hope mine turns out as prettily as yours did. I can do one here. So you know what? There's just going to be one that doesn't have a third right there. I could do a little teeny one, but I'm not. Okay, so I don't want to mess with it. One thing I will do is that I'll just do this pulling in, right? Just, well, I guess that one I didn't need to. That one I didn't need to. I guess it was just that one. Now I'm going to try to just do this to sort of make the blobby, hopefully minimize the amount of blobbiness that I get. Oh, I'm really excited to see what happens. And let me tell you, it's killing me that I can't take my little tool and do all the little patterns that I usually do. So, oh gosh, it's hard to stop myself. Okay, I'm going to do a little torch. Careful on the edge. Oh, I hope I get a nice bloom and that this blue background sort of covers me up. And if the blue does spread, you know, inward, that the 3D bloom shows underneath it. Oh, that would be so awesome. Now, for this mold and this size, I hope I didn't make my stream too thick. But okay, I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm just like jabbering. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. I will see you for the unmolding. Alrighty. So, let's see what this turned out like. I'm excited to see what spiraling does on its own with no use of your dotting tool or your silicone mold. So here we go. Oh boy. Oh, ooh, very pretty. I like it. I like it. Okay, hold on. Put it back against that. That looks much better. Wow. I love it. Oh my. And I like the blue, you know, on the edge. And oh, I like that a lot. Thank you so much, Heidi, for the idea. And I like this little bit over here. Let me take you in. And the pink and the, you know, the pink glitter mix and this color that I picked was okay. Could have had a little bit more color on the outside, but I love it. Oh, don't you think so? I hope you do too. Give you that. Wow, I think that's a very cool bloom. Take you up again. Ooh. Okie doke. Thank you for watching and see you next time.